foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, the man. Oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. They slip on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best because I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can cover the D like a turkey.
Okay, Coach. Well, outside the steamy summer air, it'll wear you down, but we are inside 72-degree NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Houston Texans. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And he'll take it out to the 25.
Here we go. 180!
Double dog, that's the way.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, there'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. The completion.
Entering settings screen, you have 18 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Good for 3, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
Here we go.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Two. Hey, gun. Go ahead.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Hey, all day, baby. Get nowhere. Going nowhere.
Here we go. 180!
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And that's knocked away and incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Here's Watson. And he'll find Hall. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
What's that? 20!
54 miles.
Hey, give me the ball!
Check safety.
And with the play clock running low, Bill O'Brien's going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
What's that? 20!
54.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't begin. 54!
Now a first down throw, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Quan Alexander. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Yeah. It's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie.
Entering settings screen, you have 18 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling.
Menu narration option is set to off.
Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey. out of my face. People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Like my ace, I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Yeah, drown out my problems, let me When up in a bitch magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Coach, from the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 51 back in 2017, we are inside NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers. And wow, a gamble here right off the bat, an onside kick to begin the game. And the Houston Texans.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here we go. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Garoppolo now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's a pretty darn good start to this season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to go down again. Tim Williams providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep, Deontay Harris. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. On the return, Harris. 34 yards on the return, but for a moment looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Let's get off the field.
From the 50, it's Watson. Flushed out right. And he goes out of bounds without getting rid of it. A big, big loss there, and it goes down as a sack as well. Now a give, right side. It's Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. For a running back, that's kind of depressing, right? You get all that yardage, but still no first down.
Well, it was a mile, maybe a mile and a half to the first down mark.
Yeah.
So he did all he could to get there. A little disappointing at the end, but boy, they gave it a great effort, didn't they? Got to give him a little respect for that, don't you?
And he really helped his yards per carry average, that's for sure.
Yeah, quietly, he'll take that.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up. Motion.
High 31.
Out of the gun, Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught at the 10. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Watson now to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to, and it's a touchdown. Deshaun Watson, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
You ready?
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Garoppolo looks to throw, and his throw here's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
We got this.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Man, I got you. My 52. My 54. Stop here, D. Slam, slam, slam. You got motion man. You got motion man right there.
Watson dancing to his left. He'll run it. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked by Tarvarius Moore, and they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Coleman. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
From the 38, Garoppolo taking a shot for Samuel. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D. Ford able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. Now it's Watson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He'll have a first down past the 40. 15 yards. The Texans pick up the first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Watch the run. Watch the run. No.
On first down, it's Taylor. Some nifty running, but it only gets him to the 45. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
The Texans on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Coleman now. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Here we go. He's not going to get me.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge differences we know between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Texans on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Taylor. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, sets you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. On first down, they run with Howard. And he'll take this one down near the 15. And a tackle there by Quan Alexander.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Slam, slam.
And they'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans have taken the lead.
This is similar to baseball, where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. He's going to launch this thing. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gold with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Taylor. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
3rd and 2, Watson. He gets it to Thomas. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 5.
24. 54. Go.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Over the middle, complete. It's Hall. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
I'm coming after you. Watch safety green. Put it down. Safety green, man.
On first down, it's Taylor. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Here's Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what it...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Going up top. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. It's a gain of 35.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They will run again with Coleman. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tevin Coleman, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it first and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. 3rd and long, it's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 35. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, and we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens, things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
This is Coleman. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch the pass.
From the 41, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He's going to go for a... Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, 49ers. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D. Ford, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Hey, check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go, tight end. Let's go. Hey, we got to snap it. Line him up.
Back to throw, Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And got his man complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 77 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. The 21st pick back in the 2016 draft, Will Fuller, and we know that he can take the top off of a defense.
He certainly can, and the way that he does it is just straight, pure speed. And I saw it with one of the better defensive coordinators in the league, and I said, how do you defend that? And he said, at times, you absolutely don't. If the quarterback gets time and he heaves it downfield, Will Fuller's going to outrun any coverage you put out there.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They fake the give, now Garoppolo looks to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Shift. Out. 55.
Taylor. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson, there goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now Watson. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game almost under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
13.
Garoppolo. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now Garoppolo on the screen. This is Coleman. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
That is 3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Back now here on EA Sports as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Harris now to return. Trailing here in the 2nd half, went for the aggressive play, got a little too aggressive.
You got to know when to pull up, or if you're going to go for it, how to take your body across a punter's body and not into him. Not a good play at all.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10. Here's Coleman. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some...
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Agnew. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run on first down. Taylor. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 35-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12.
Strip that ball. Mike 50. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. 52's the mic, boy. 52.
Operating from the gun. Watson. And he'll find Hall. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Watson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. He's coming.
They run with Taylor. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
Brings up second and 5 at the 49ers' 16-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And just like that, it's third down.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. Echo, echo. Mike's 56.
Watson operating from the gun. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And this one is right down the middle. And that'll bring them back within a point. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On second and inches, Garoppolo. He's going to loft one deep. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, 49ers. DeAndre Hopkins with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with it. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there. Let him go get it.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson, D Ford, able to record his 5th sack of the season. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Watson now. From the gun, he'll throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Hey, here we go. 21.
On 1st down, Coleman. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
11.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Coleman. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat and meet?
Now the Niners get there and bring him down. D Ford in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. And the pressure gets to him again. Eric Armstead able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Check 56. It's our time. It's our time. Slip.
To throw is Watson. Throwing on 3rd and long. He's going to... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one. 56 yards. So forget about any talk of possible safeties. Here's 1st and 10 clear on the other side of the field.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From the gun, Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. It's been a long day for you. Right there, 54.
Now a first down throw, Watson. He's going to take a shot, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Tarvarius Moore, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
Second and 6 at the 4-yard line.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they?